Hey, welcome back to the Cooking with Artis show. Today we're cooking fried shrimp battered with panko and cheese. And also we're doing a spaghetti with turkey meat and whole grain pasta. So those are the things that we're cooking. We're trying to bring to you. I know shrimp is not so much when it's fried such a healthy dish, but sometimes you need to give yourself a break from especially when you're doing healthy things all the time. It's all right to spurge. So today we're going to be spurging in the kitchen with fried shrimp with panko and cheese, and also our spaghetti is going to be the spaghetti with a whole grain pasta and turkey meat. So come on and go in the kitchen and let us enjoy this festivity. Hey, this is Cooking with Artis, and today we're going to be frying some shrimp. And I know that frying is not the best way of doing it, but I feel in the urge for some fried shrimp. So better do it myself. Oh, but shrimp is a good source of protein, and it has vitamin B12 in it, and it's a very good source of selenium, phosphorus, chlorine, copper, and iodine, and also vitamin B12. So don't think that shrimp is not healthy. It may not be healthy when you fry it, but we're gonna enjoy some shrimp today, okay? All right. So what I'm doing right now, I have here my egg wash, my batter, floured, and some panko with cheese up in it. I have Parmesan cheese in the little strips of Parmesan cheese. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to dip it in the flour, and then in turn dip it in my panko. Put it in my panko, and then put it in the hot skillet. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm dipping it in my egg wash, in my bread, my flour. Of course, I have my seasoning in my flour and my panko. And then re-dipping it, double dipping it in my egg wash, and dipping it in my panko. And we're putting it in our skillet. And as I said, I got cheese. And one thing about shrimp, it doesn't take long to fry. So you have to really keep your eye on it, because, hey, before you can burp, your shrimp is cooked. So remember that when you're frying shrimp. Okay, I'm going to pause here. And as you can see, as I was saying, it doesn't take shrimp long to fry, So you really got to be on your P's and Q's when you're cooking shrimp, like frying it, rather. Well, it cooks quick, period, irregardless of how you're cooking it. So you really got to be on it, because if you don't, before you know it, it'll burn, And like I said, I have some Parmesan cheese in it instead of, well, you could put coconut, if you want to make coconut shrimp, you could actually replace the the Parmesan cheese with coconut. And this is how people have, the fried coconut shrimp, but we're doing the cheese, today. So, yeah, so this is what we're cooking right now. As you can see, our shrimp is frying really good. nice and brown. And turn that over. And this is what we want to see. I could have had a little deeper and a little deeper oil, but hey, this is fine. You know, so cooking really good here. And yep, shrimp has protein. Good source of protein. You know. So trying to change things around, you know. Yeah, so but this is our shrimp, and it's cooking really good, as you can see. Yep, this is what our shrimp look like. Nice and crispy, as you can see. It's nice and crispy. And yep, nice and crispy. I don't know if you can hear that. That's me crunching on some. Very good. All right, moving on. Okay, this is Cooking with Artis, and today we're going to be cooking some spaghetti. Everybody's pastime favorite, spaghetti. And what I'm going to be using, I got my boiling water going, and I'm going to be using the healthy whole grain as my pasta. And I'm opening a 13-ounce box of pasta, and I got my boiling water, which is nice and hot. I got a teaspoon of olive oil and a teaspoon of salt in it. So I'm going to break up my whole grain spaghetti and break it up and get it to going. The water's nice and hot here, and we're going to let that cook. And let that cook, okay? Okay. Okay, we're going to let that cook. Now, we're going to go to our other phase of our spaghetti. Okay, here I have a whole cup of chopped bell peppers, as well as a whole cup of chopped onions that I'm going to put in my skillet. I'm going to put in my skillet here. And I'm going to add my olive oil. Squirt, squirt. I'm going to add my olive oil, and then we're going to move on over here and put it on our aisle. Going to put that on our aisle and let it kind of cook a little bit. Alright, and we're going to move on a little further. Okay, our onions are starting to simmer kind of, so now I'm going to add I'm using ground turkey today. Actually about 12 ounces of ground turkey. Putting it in my skillet here. You know you can buy the turkey like in a little log or fresh or whatever. And so putting in my turkey with my onions here, getting it smashed. Turkey don't take that long to cook, so smashing it up and with the onion, you know. And we're going to add our seasoning, you know. Okay, we're going to add our black pepper, salt, garlic powder. We add in our salt here. Plenty of salt. black pepper, and we're using garlic powder, and got it going there. I'll let that cook. You know, our pasta is cooking good, so kind of smash it around so that brown turkey can get cooked good in there. So, okay, our meat is cooking really good there, and now we're going to add in our minced garlic. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of minced garlic to it, a big tablespoon. You know, don't take that much of garlic. And I love garlic. I mean, you can put as much as you desire, but I'm a lover of garlic, so putting quite a bit in there. You know, garlic has some awesome properties, you know. It's a powerful arsenal for a healthy body. Our pasta's cooking well, and so our ground turkey is cooking pretty good here. And you can use any ground meat, ground beef, ground pork, ground lamb, ground chicken, whatever you choose, you know. Okay, we're gonna add some tomato paste to our spaghetti. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add a half of a can of tomato paste, which is a 6-ounce can, and stir that up in it. I love adding tomato paste. And make sure when you get tomato paste, get a good brand. Don't get no cheap diluted tomato paste. I mean, if you want a rich, good spaghetti sauce. Okay? So, we got our tomato paste cooking in here. And we're going to add our tomato sauce. And also add a good tomato sauce. Okay? So, now, on the note of the sauce, you add as much as you need. You know, if you want yours kind of soupy, you can add a lot of sauce. Not so soupy, don't add that much sauce. Okay? So we can add our sauce to our spaghetti. And let me turn this down because it's cooking like crazy. And it's looking good. Oh my goodness. And it smells absolutely wonderful. And men, this spaghetti sauce full of lycopene, which is good for the man prostate, you know. Lycopene. Remember that, men. You that are getting older, you want to get some lycopene in your body to help your prostate. You know, as you get older, it's a factor that men prostate seems to swell, especially if you indulging in the wrong diet, you know. So you want to eat things that are healthy to keep your prostate healthy and small, not growing out of bounds, because that will cause you to have frequent urination at night. So there's a lot of things that you need to help support your prostate. So our spaghetti is cooking real good here. Cooking real good. I'm gonna add a little bit more sauce. You know, your favorite sauce. Make sure it's a good brand. You know, not using the whole bottle here. Okay. Alright. Spaghetti is cooking absolutely wonderful. Let me taste it. Taste. It's very good. Okay, we're moving further. Okay. I'm gonna also add like a cup of diced tomatoes in it. Whichever your favorite diced tomatoes, and I like the diced tomatoes in my pasta spaghetti. So I'm gonna add a cup of my diced tomatoes. This makes things so good. And what we're gonna do, we then drain our pasta water off of our pasta and rinsed it. So we have drained the water off our pasta, and remember this is a whole grain pasta, and we're going to add a little garlic powder to it, and also some cheese in the Parmesan cheese, and then we're going to add our sauce. We're going to begin adding our sauce to it. You know, stir our sauce up in there. Okay. Stir that up in there. Make sure it gets stirred up in there really good. We're stirring it up there really good. Make sure you get all that pasta out of your skillet. I mean all of your sauce. Stir it. And believe it or not, if you want to, you can add some more Parmesan cheese to it if you like it cheesy, you know. Or either you can have each individual added as they eat at the dinner table on their individual plates. But this is what our pasta is looking like. Okay, this is Cooking with Artis. Okay, this is our finished product. Spaghetti with garlic, bread, ginger ale, nice, soothing meal. Alright, this is Cooking with Artis. Spaghetti with meat sauce. Alright, be blessed. Hey, thank you for joining me today in the kitchen. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you were taking notes, because this is Cooking 101. And I want you to learn how to do things. I want you to learn how to be able to maneuver around in the kitchen. And I know many of you, you're beginners. And this Cooking with Artis is elementary in the kitchen, 101 in the kitchen. And it's teaching you how to use things, you know, especially you that, you know, are afraid of the kitchen. Well, you don't have to be afraid of the kitchen. The kitchen is a good place. And I want to thank each and every one that joins me each week and joining me with the points of power. And I want to thank Mr. Ryan Carter for all of his work and the hard labor that he does on the Cooking with Artis show. I know I could not do this show without him. I appreciate this man and I love him. And I want you to make sure that you check out our points of power this week. I know that our first week it was turmeric, and our second week was ginger, and last week, well, this week, past week that we're in right now, which is ending, is garlic. And all these things are arsenal to having good health, is a weapon to improve your health. And I want you to remember that, because so many people are dropping like flies. And if we could just change the way we do things, we can live a more healthier life. We don't have to be hooked on a whole lot of medication. You know, if you're on medication, if you change what you put in your body, it can help you get rid of a lot of medication. So I urge each and every last one of you to watch the show and learn things. Go and use what you learn. I have one young man that watches the show regularly, and he told me the other day, he says that since he's been watching the show, he's been watching, reading labels, and he's been doing a whole lot of things. And he said when he went to the doctor, his blood pressure had dropped, you know, because he had stopped eliminating a whole lot salt in his food, and he's reading his labels. So I urge each and every last one of you to read those labels, you know, and make changes. You don't have to make one big change at one time. Just change gradually, and you'll be surprised of the changes that will affect you. So stay tuned, and remember, the points of power this week is going to be raisin water. Remember, raisin, like, you know, like the little raisins that you eat, water. So I'm coming back with you with that. So stay tuned, and you be blessed.